Jeff Young, Old Men Stories.
One of the things about going on vacation is sightseeing. And my mom, in particular, always has an eye for plants and geology. And her thing, she says, whenever you go out, I want you to look for a particular rock. And we found this particular store in Angels Camp, California called Stories+Stories. And the minute you walk in the door, you realize this place is special. Because it looks like a little itty-bitty storefront from the outside, but the store just keeps going back and back and back. And the store is wall-to-wall display cases of all of the stones of several decades of collection and excavation by the store owners. And we walked in, and there were boxes on the counters and boxes on the floor, and the owner said, "Welcome, we just reopened. We've been closed for a couple of years. Pardon our dust." And I said, "Isn't that the point? Isn't the dust from your travels part of the journey?" And he says, "Yes. I don't know who you are, but I like you already. Have a look around. We can't ring you up just yet because we haven't got the cash register unpacked, but we've got the displays up at least." And as you walk down these aisles, you can tell that this is a lifetime of collection, because each of the stones in the display cases is perfectly labeled in typewritten font and yellowing labels of the year it was collected and the type of rock that it was. And I never knew that there were that many kinds of rocks, whether feldspar or granite or quartz or feldspar. And each one was also categorized as either igneous, shoot, I can't remember the other ones, like volcanic. And Roland's laughing at me because his wife is a geologist, and that's another story for another day. But suffice to say, everything was labeled. And I thought about it, and I said, you know, in life, how often can you walk through life and have everything labeled with its exact scientific, categorical name for itself in front of you? And the answer is you can't. And it just took me back to when my mom goes out walking with me, and she stops at the side of the road. She says, "What kind of plant is this? What kind of rock is this?" And I said, "Mom, I don't know. I'm not a botanist or a geologist." She said, "Find out for me. Use that internet thing." So I started bringing a camera with me. And every time she says, "What is this?" I take a picture of it. Or better yet, I bring someone with me who knows this kind of stuff. And that way, I don't need to know it. But in truth, maybe one of my goals in life should be to learn all the rocks in that store, or all the plants enough. And just kind of think about, you can take what you see for granted, but knowing what it is makes it even more real for you, because then you can go back and talk about it later. You can say, "This is a pine tree. This is a redwood. This is Kentucky bluegrass." And it's different from just saying, "It was green stuff." And that's my story.